thank you guys all for coming. And apparently, no one's working at the hospital today, so that's really cool. That just shows how efficient you guys are at working. It takes 3 people to run that whole unit in NICU. So shout out to the nurses. And then don't forget the doctors that work 24 hours a day. So shout out to all the doctors.
Thank you.
We appreciate from the bottom of our heart all you guys coming out today, and we know time is valuable. So I want to say thank you all for supporting us through this whole journey. Lucas's 143 days of life were impactful to not just Oriana and me, but it feels like to everyone in the hospital. We've made a lot of friends throughout this journey, and it really felt like a family. We'd go there, and I would sit and talk to Jessica for a couple hours, and I'm like, don't you got work to do? Or Jackie would threaten me, and no one would believe me the whole time. Or Mandy, when she was able to hold Lucas. They were all special moments. Or Lauren, the first primary doctor to sign on.
Nurse.
Oh!
She got a promotion.
Yeah, congratulations on the promotion! Woo! And then to the doctors, Dr. Antonio, when we first got there, in charge of the transport team, making sure our little son made it there safely. And then running into Dr. Tan, and her just being a literal pillar for our family, and being the voice and a shoulder to cry on when we needed it. Mostly me, though. I feel like I cried a lot. And Dr. Jacob, who simplified things to the extreme because I don't understand doctor lingo. So the way it's going to work is I'm going to let my wife talk. She has some things she wants to say. And then I'm going to talk. And then we're going to open it up to those of you who would like to say some things. And then we'll go from there.
As some of you may know, Lucas's name means bringer of light. And that is exactly what he did. In the short amount of time he was with us, he truly was a ray of sunshine. He was a beautiful, brave, and fiery little soul. Lucas taught me so much and didn't even have to say a word. He taught me to be present and to slow down. He taught me to just how precious our time here is and how important it is to spend that time valuing our loved ones. He taught me resilience and that we really can endure so much more than what our fragile bodies may look like. But most importantly, he taught me that my heart is capable of so much more love than I could ever imagine. Lucas's journey was not in vain, and he brought us an even bigger family to love. Although he is no longer with us physically, I feel his presence in the warmth of the sunshine, and I know he fulfilled his purpose and his time on earth. I can only hope that the lessons he brought me will be spread through all of us here today, so that his life and memory will continue to live, and not only in our hearts, but through our actions and the lives we continue to touch while we are still physically here.
Beautiful, beautiful. Is it too soon for jokes? No, just kidding.
What?
I said, is it too soon for jokes? So when we got married, I went first and I felt dumb because she's so good at speaking. So yeah, that's why I go second, because I'm not as good. That was beautiful. So for those of you who don't know, I like writing poems. Big surprise, right? Y'all probably heard them. And I was really, for me, this journey has taught me a lot. Mentally, emotionally, physically. I didn't think I would take a lot out of this other than being mad at God. But in reality, Lucas did really teach us a lot. I looked at the poems that I've written, and some of them, you can ask James, some of them got really dark at the end. I was really depressed because of the battle Lucas was going through. And I took a step back, and I said, if I lose my son, is this how he would want to be remembered by his dad going through all this emotional distress? Is this what he would want? And then I started thinking of all the poetry I wrote about my godmother and my godfather and my grandma. I'm like, wow, this stuff's really sad. Is this how they want me to remember them, by being sad? No, they want me to think about them in a positive light. They want me to think Lucas was on this earth for a reason, for a purpose. And even though his life was short-lived, I think the purpose that he taught me was life is brutal but beautiful. That even though he suffered, he taught me to not be afraid and to hold on to this pain and this anguish that a lot of us go through, but we don't really talk about. So that's something that Lucas taught me in the process of his life. So this poem I wrote, it's called Lucas the Brave Heart. Born into a world of challenge and fight, Lucas arrived, our beacon of light. Tiny yet mighty, he took his first breath, determined to live to outshine death. The NICU became his battlefield, where every heartbeat was a shield. Machines hummed softly, tubes ran deep, but Lucas's spirit refused to sleep. He faced the odds with silent grace, a warrior's heart in such a small place. His lungs, though weak, tried to grow strong, each breath a testament that he belonged. Through needles, wires, and gentle hands, he taught us hope in life's demands. His eyes would open, bright and wide, a glimpse of the strength that he held inside. With each obstacle, he fought anew. In every struggle, our love for little Lucas grew. Though the battles were fierce and the nights, they were long, Lucas showed us what it meant to be strong. He never spoke, yet his message was clear. Don't give up, even when the end is near. He met every challenge with courage so true, his heart guiding us in every single thing that we do. In his short time, he moved mountains, he crossed seas, and taught us to find peace in the breeze. He may have left us, but he's never far. Lucas, our hero, our shining star. Now in heaven, free from strife, he looks down on us so full of life. For every battle he faced and won, me and Oriana are proud to call him our son. So that's my poem to Lucas, and I just, like I said, I appreciate all of you for spending time with us and always checking in on us. And so now I want to open it up to anybody. I know we have one person.
How about that drive-in? That's why they call it Sin City. Am I right?
She did it!
Trying to break the ice. Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Lauren. I was one of Lucas's primary nurses. And I just want to start by saying that Lucas was so loved by everyone who met him. He was pure sunshine. He sometimes had a flair for the dramatic, and I wonder who he gets that from. But he also had this sweet, loving side that really stood out when he was with his mama. Lucas loved the ocean sound, so it's only fitting that we're here today. And we all fought alongside Lucas every single shift. He was truly a little trooper with so much fight in him. Then, when the days started getting tougher for Lucas, Oriana and Isaiah had to make a decision that no parent should ever have to make. One's immediate thought was, this isn't fair. How could people like this, so amazing, not get this opportunity to be amazing parents? But that's just it. They were the amazing parents that Lucas needed. Look, if Lucas was always going to have this tough road and this outcome, then God chose the best people to show him unconditional love. Day in and day out, Oriana and Isaiah came into our unit. They cried with Lucas. They laughed with Lucas. They showed strength in the toughest of times. They showered Lucas with endless love, kisses, and snuggles. They showed Lucas how to make friends by befriending many of us. They showed Lucas how to be kind by how kind they were to our entire NICU staff. They showed Lucas the feeling of support by being his constant cheerleaders. They showed him how fun it could be chatting with friends and catching up on the hot gossip. And man, did Lucas love the tea. They also showed Lucas the importance of a good mani-pedi. And they also showed Lucas imagination by reading him the best stories, along with Daddy telling him his own crazy stories. The list can go on and on. But you see, Lucas had a rough life from the start, but his parents showed him all the good parts that this life had to offer. And that's why Lucas was so special, because this family is special, and he had amazing parents. It was our honor to care for Lucas. We had good days and bad days, but every day we got to care for him was a blessing. Oriana and Isaiah, I want to say thank you for always including us in your family. Thank you for trusting us with the care of your son. And thank you for letting us be here today to celebrate your little sunshine. And of course, thank you, Lucas, for bringing us all here together today. Thank you.
Thank you.
I am Oriana's sister, Lucas's auntie, and I just have a short, sweet poem. But before I read it, I just wanted to thank all of you. I know we all share the same sentiment. We are so overjoyed that you all came out to show my sister and my amazing brother-in-law just love and support. Because right now, I think they just need a little extra. So, sorry. Okay, here goes this short, sweet poem for Lucas. These are my footprints, so perfect and so small. These tiny footprints never touched the ground at all. Not one tiny footprint, for now I have my wings. These tiny footprints were meant for other things. You will hear my tiny footprints in the patter of the rain. Gentle drops like angel tears of joy and not from pain. You will see my tiny footprints in each butterfly's lazy dance. I'll let you know I'm with you if you give me just a chance. You will see my tiny footprints in the rustles of the leaves. I will whisper names into the wind and call each one that grieves. Most of all, these tiny footprints are found in my mommy and daddy's heart, 'cause even though I'm gone now, we'll never truly part. Thank you. He's here with us today. I know it. I feel it.